Gita's guidance inspires us to understand the true essence of life and death. When Krishna advises us not to mourn things that are transitory, he is teaching us to recognize the eternal nature of the soul rather than focusing solely on the body or material world. Everything in this world is constantly changing, and death is simply another transformation, perceived as the end of the body. The soul, however, as Lord Krishna describes, is eternal and indestructible. Our physical bodies are bound to perish, but the soul transcends this transformation. This is why Krishna says that those who understand the nature of what follows death do not grieve. About the subtle body, he clarifies that after death it's only the physical body made of the 5 elements that perishes. Yet our actions, desires and impressions, the subtle body made up of our thoughts and tendencies, continue and are reborn in another form. This process is what leads to the cycle of rebirth. Krishna further explains that the external world we live in is a reflection of our internal tendencies. If our nature is rooted in music, our surroundings will naturally appear musical. In other words, our environment is not what defines our nature, rather, our inherent tendencies shape the world we experience. If we wish to change our environment, we must first change our mindset and approach. Our surroundings are a manifestation of our inner state, and altering our surroundings requires an inner transformation. The teachings of the Gita reveal how we often misunderstand the soul and the nature of death. Commonly, people believe that the soul leaves the body and wanders after death, and even respected saints sometimes struggle to escape this misconception. However, as Krishna says, the soul is eternal, unchanging, and omnipresent. It neither leaves nor arrives. In the 10th chapter, verse 20, Krishna states, I am the self in all beings. He assures that he existed before humans exist in death and will continue to exist afterward. Understand that Dehant, or the end of the physical body, merely means that the dissolution of the body's 5 elements provides clarity on the cycle of life and death. The air ceases with the last breath. The fire element leaves as the body cools. Moisture dissipates as the body dries, and the earth element returns to the earth itself. Breaking the symbolic pot at a funeral ritual represents the release of the space or ether element. Krishna's guidance thus helps us see that every event is part of a broader cosmic design aimed at spiritual growth. Our unique environment is crafted for our spiritual evolution, shaped by our own inner tendencies and nature. In this sense, changing the world around us is not as crucial as changing our own nature, for that inner transformation will ultimately reflect in our surroundings. This understanding of Lord Krishna's words allows us to approach life's mysteries with greater depth. His message teaches us to live with wisdom, peace, and acceptance, guiding us toward a life of inner stability and clarity, regardless of life's inevitable transformations.